So we're gonna do a throw today, Kata Guruma. So basically it's like a fireman carry modified for Judo. Back in the day when we could do a regular fireman carry, what we would do is reach in between the legs, grab them here, just be able to slide through and tilt them over, just like a regular one. Here, like this. But because of the rule change in 2012, we can't touch the legs anymore. So this Kata Guruma modified for Judo is good enough to be able to get somebody on their back with that same kind of movement without touching that leg. The scenario that we'll be able to do it from today is when this guy is holding my lapel like this, okay? And you could also do it to where they're not holding the lapel. It could be like this, but in this scenario, just so that way we can get some practice with some grip breaking, we're gonna do it from here, okay? So this guy that's getting thrown, I'll have him stand square for me. And then what I'm gonna do is just stand like this, in my fighting stance. My right hand is gonna be on the outside of the arm, so I could be on the inside, right here on the armpit here. So sometimes I'll grab like this if I need to break off a grip, but with this throw, I'm just gonna be grabbing it up near the armpit here, okay? And the reason why is because I need leverage to be able to get in for a throw. My left hand is going to be on the sleeve here, okay? So we got 1 and 2. Now, this is an unorthodox grip, but it's the best grip that you can grab to be able to not only get this lapel grip off of your body, but to also get the most leverage out of this throw as possible as well. So if you've never seen it, just bear with me. But when you're here, this throw is relatively simple. We'll start off with the sliding, okay? So when I have my right foot forward, all I'm gonna do is with my back foot, take a small step in here. That's gonna lead me up for the biggest part of this throw, which is the sliding in part, okay? So you take a little baby step here. Now what you're gonna do, ignore my grip for now, is you're going to slide through with your forward leg. In this case, my right leg. So step, and then slide all the way through. When I slide through, I'm gonna try my best to sit my butt right on his foot. 1, 2. Now, as you can see, my right leg is straight. My left leg is bent in like this with my toes alive, okay? This is gonna be able to help, the toes are gonna be able to help when I'm driving off to be able to throw this throw properly, okay? So, one more time. Step, step, leg shoots through, sit on the foot, this leg stays bent, this leg stays straight. Here, okay? Only touch the leg so I can catch myself and I don't fall. But this is the position that I want to be in. Sitting on his foot, okay? Leg straight, this leg is bent. Now, when you're actually doing the throw and you have your grips, which you'll see in a second, you want to make sure that your chest is up against his leg, like this. Again, not touching the leg, but you want your chest to be on his leg. This is going to give you even more leverage for when it's time to pull him over. So, now, little side note, you can do this throw without the baby step. The only reason I'm adding in that little step is because it just helps you get a little bit more balance for when you're first doing it. So if you were to not incorporate that step, it would just be a simple slide through. Here, okay? Now, the arms. The reason you have this grip is because you want to be able to pull this arm over and around your head, here. So what I'm looking for is for his armpit to be wrapped around my head. When I do that, I have enough force to be able to just pretty much stand up with him here. To just be able to throw him. See how tight this is? This is how tight I want it to be for when I'm actually doing the throw, okay? So when you're coming in, you do your baby step here, 1, both arms are coming up here, 1, Now, when I come through, sliding that leg over, this is going to wrap around my neck, just like how I showed you. 1, 2. As you can see, when you do that, he's already getting thrown. But it's because I have all of my weight coming down in this direction. My chest is close up to his leg. I have all that pressure on his foot. And most importantly, when this arm is coming across in this motion, you see how it's starting to bend him over this way as well? That's part of what makes this throw work, okay? So, one small detail when you're doing this throw, and this is really important to remember, is this right elbow, if you're throwing as a righty. When you're coming through, I'm not gonna do it all the way so I can show it properly, but when I'm coming all the way through, here, in this position, okay? I'm still not grabbing the leg, but this elbow is going to tilt down to the mat. The more you tilt it down to the mat, the more leverage you're going to be able to have to throw this guy properly, okay? So, we're here, step, step, 1, 2, here. So, when I push that elbow to the mat, I ended up in this position here. This is how you should be able to finish, right? From here. Now, do it from a different angle. I'm gonna do it without the baby step this time, so you can see what that looks like as well. And that is just coming in and snapping it down, all at the same time. Here, okay? Now, for competition purposes, you have to remember that it's always important to follow up onto this guy to make sure that you're on top to get any advantage possible. So if you leave him like how I just threw him, there's a possibility that it's only a wazari and not an ippon. So you want to make sure that you follow up on top of that guy to be able to transition into a pin, which is simple. Keep your grip tight and just follow him up on top. So here, he's got that lapel, okay? Baby step, here. As soon as you're here, all you're gonna do is pull this grip tight and come up on top for the pin. Do it from another angle. Step, step, step. Here, keep that grip, transition in to the pin. Okay? One more time, all together. So that way you can see it in one motion. Here, I'll do one without the baby step, one with. So this is with the baby step. Here. Here. And with that. Here.